Okay, here's a quick look at the E-mini S&P through the eyes of E-mini Day Trader for Wednesday, July the 28th, 2010. We had mentioned yesterday that the 7 area could act as support, as could the 450. And this of course what occurred overnight. This is what occurred today during the regular trading hours, and this is the profile from yesterday. So you can see here in the overnight trade, it just really hovered in there. No real follow through up or down, although certainly more of the time was traded in the lower portion, as was more of the volume. So not all that surprising when the market came out this morning and tried to pop up and then quickly got rejected off of that. So um, the the next area of support, or the major area of support, is really at 96. So obviously we did not get that far. Should it actually hold below 93, that would be a change in the sentiment for sure, and we'd certainly be looking at wanting to play the short side much more than the long side. Today, obviously, most of the day controlled by sellers, not in a strong way, but I think it still holds intact our intraday up auction. And so we're actually looking for a bit more of a dip with a good buying opportunity very soon, and could be off of the news tomorrow because the initial claims will be released at 8:30. If we don't get that kind of opportunity on Thursday, tomorrow, then we could very well have that opportunity on Friday, one way or the other, as there's quite a bit of important news to be released on Friday morning. So at E-mini Day Trader, of course, we always look at the market profiles themselves. That is during the regular trading hours only. And then, of course, we have our software here, which helps us to drill into the daytime frame using those market profiles to get a better idea of what the condition of the market is, what phase of the auction cycle it is, and where the support and resistance is located. So when the market came in here today, you can see some of our up and down arrows. So our first 3 trades here, the first one was a short, as you can see right here, had a really nice fill right here and dropped right away. So that was a nice trade. And then the market turned around and gave us a long trade in here. It did hit our first objective, but then came back down. So we had a break even on that trade. When the market came down in here off of this rejection, we actually had an indication to get in off of our 10-minute. And so we actually had our third trade right in here as a long trade before this other arrow, because this arrow was off of the 1 minute, before it actually triggered and put us into that long trade. So that was also a nice trade. That one moved for us, I think it was about 2.5, 3 points. The middle part of the day, of course, it didn't do much. We certainly thought after this kind of action early in the day that the market really was at least setting up to have a pretty good move back up and testing those areas. But when it did so and had that good move in this time frame, it really kind of gave up the ghost and then started to trade back within our buy zone, if you will, and then one more test up here, and then the market came down. So these long trades that you see in here as a result, we're certainly going against that. In particular, with the trade type that we had over in here, the third trade in particular, because when this trade doesn't work, it really should work for the rest of the day, and it didn't. So once that fails, and it fails when the market makes a new low of the day, as it did here. So when these long trades came in, they were pretty precarious. One of them was with the green filter, and so strictly on a mechanical basis it would have been taken, which made for the fourth trade of the day, and it was stopped. And you can also see here that we had 2 nice short trades, and you can see where the entry prices were. One entry price is here, the other one was here. The market really didn't do much once it got up there, just kind of went sideways. So the aggressive trader in this environment actually would have been stopped out just by 1 tick on the 1.5 point stop on that one. The less aggressive or more conservative trader entering here, which is an option when these trades are triggered a point or less apart, then the entry would have been up here for a nice little gain. Not a big trade by any means, but a positive one. So those are really all the trades that we had for today. And with this kind of down movement, I think we've really got to monitor where we had the rejection off of the low today. So that's in around the 99 area, and the next main support at 96 and then 93. So it's I really don't think this kind of sell-off did a lot of damage though to the market today. We'll have to wait to see tomorrow, obviously, but 93 is the most important one. If it can't hold above that, then that's very bearish. It could dip down to the 99, 96, maybe even 93, and have a nice rally up. And of course, that's something we always want to monitor when we're going ahead and taking a look at when these news announcements are released. So that's a look at the market here through the eyes of E-mini Day Trader. You can reach us right here, info at E-mini Day Trader anytime. We always enjoy hearing your questions and comments. Otherwise, you can give us a call. Our phone number's on the website. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.